Well, good afternoon. I've got a lot of things to do this afternoon, so I'm going to put me some supper in this crock pot right here and go about my business and come in and supper will be ready. Okay? First, I'd like to ask y'all to do a couple of things for me. One, give me a thumbs up on my videos. That really helps YouTube pick them up so other people can see them. Subscribe to my channel. That also helps. Leave me comments. Share. Everywhere you can share these videos, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. Share them so that other people get to see them and they get out and about in the world. And watch me all the way to the end. Those are the things I like for you to do when you see my videos. Like, share, subscribe, watch all the way to the end, and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. And I'm going to get started on this chicken. Got my crock pot. I put a crock pot liner in it because less mess is better, right? Okay, I did not get out the can opener. And I guess I'll get me a spatula while I'm here, or two, or four, or whatever. You all know how I do things. Okay, this is called, I don't know what, I've heard it called party chicken. You put it in the oven. I've heard it called chicken and rice. I do serve it over rice, but I do not put my rice in the crock pot. We'll do that when we come back and get ready to serve it tonight. But first, you're going to use your dried beef. You're just going to lay this in the bottom of your crock pot. Just line the bottom of the crock pot with it, just like this. Can you all see what I'm doing? No, you cannot. Let me move y'all up here and turn you down just a little bit. Now then, maybe y'all can see in there. Kind of see me a little bit. We're just going to layer this in here, just all over the bottom of this crock pot. I think y'all can see that. Maybe a little bit better now. Just like this. And I really like this dried beef, so I'm going to add a little. I'm also going to use the whole jar because I think that kind of makes it good. It is salty, so I don't add salt to this. All right, then we're going to add our chicken. Mine is frozen. So I'm just going to open it up. And these are butterflied, 2 big butterflied chicken breasts. I'm just going to lay them in there right like that. Let me rinse my hands off here. This is something that's real quick, easy to do. Usually have everything. I try to keep everything anyway. What that was, something on my chicken. Okay, now then, I'm going to set this back here just a little ways. Turn y'all up just a little bit. Let me get me a bowl, a mixing bowl. Got a can of cream of mushroom soup. I do keep this in case I'm in a hurry and don't have time to make it. Got 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, a can of cream of chicken soup. You can use 2 mushroom, 2 chicken, 2 celery, or any combination thereof that you desire. Okay. Dump this in here right like this. There's the chicken. Here's the mushroom. All right, let me get me a measuring cup. Because now I need a cup of sour cream. Y'all need to write this down so you can make it. I'll stir this up just a little bit here. 1 cup or 8 ounces of sour cream goes in this. And I believe that about do it right there. All right, now we're going to mix this all up. You'll see, just got my two cans of soup and 8 ounces of sour cream. I've heard it called sour cream chicken. I just call it Crockpot chicken and rice. Okay, now we're going to spread this out all over the top. Let me pull this back here so y'all can see. I'm trying to do this in a hurry. All right. Just like this. Put this all over the top here. Oh, well, it'll get off the outside of the bowl now. Got out the inside, now I got to get off the outside. Of course, y'all know I can't cook without making a big mess. All right. Now then. We need to do one more thing. And that is we need to put some bacon strips across the top of it. Alrighty. Here we go. We're just going to line the top, all the way across the top of this with bacon, just like this. Y'all see down in there? I think so. Yeah. Y'all always wonder why I'm looking down to see if you can see, because I've got you on my phone down here and I can see better on the phone. Okay. I think maybe about one more piece will do it, right like that. Now then, I'm going to put the lid on that. I'm going to set this over here on top of my counter. Over here I've got to plug it in, turn it on high for about 4 hours or so, and then to keep warm after that till we get ready to eat supper. I'll come back before I cook my rice and show y'all how I fix my rice to go with this, and we're going to have chicken and rice for supper, okay? So I'm going to got my tongue tied. I'm going to put it over here on the counter, turn it on high for 4 hours. That should get everything good and done. Then it'll go to keep warm until we're ready to eat, okay? And I'll be back then and show y'all how we finish it up. Well, I'm back from all my errands, you all. It's been an afternoon, to say the least. Had several places to go, several things to get, and I probably forgot half of them. Y'all know how that goes. But I'm going to start us some rice cooking, and I'm going to cut us up a salad, and we're going to sit down and eat supper in just a few minutes. Got 4 cups of water. Boom, right in there. And y'all know I vacuum sealed this, so I have to take this to undo it. And here's my rice. 2 cups of rice. I usually do mine 2 to 1. I don't actually know what the package is, because as you can see, I don't have a package. I just got a jar. All right, I'm going to put this over here on the stove, and then I'll come back and we'll cut us up a salad. Okay, y'all, I'm back. We're going to cut us up a salad. I've never cut up a salad with you all. I usually just do it real quick, but since this video is going to be so short, because I've been quick today doing everything. Plus, I wanted to tell y'all a little bit more about our autism story. I got him through the 2nd grade, homeschooling him. I told you I homeschooled him for a little bit. And I kept him home for 2 years, 1st grade and 2nd grade. In 3rd grade, I thought, well, we're going to try the school system again. So we did. Everything went great. He had a good teacher. He made some friends as best as he could. He's got one little friend that he's had since preschool, actually. And they're still little friends. We see them out. They're still buddies. And he likes his friends. You know, I mean, he likes to have friends. It's a misnomer that kids and people with autism can't make friends. They can, and they love their friends. They really do. They're very social. They can be, but they get kind of ostracized somewhat because people don't understand them a lot of times. My son will ask you 1,000 times what your name is, and then he will say, my name is whatever you told him. Your name is Andy, because his name is Andy. And he will say that until it's time for you to leave, constantly, if he just meets you. Now, if you're family or whatever, he doesn't do that. Or if he's around you a lot and he knows your name, he won't do that. But you go to the grocery store, he speaks to everybody in the grocery store or wherever you take him. And he loves to go out in public. He loves it. And most of the time, I will say, people have always been very kind and caring toward him. There have been a few people that I think they just really didn't understand him. They just did not understand how to take him. They didn't understand what he was doing, talking about, or whatever. I'm gonna step right here to the side to the sink to wash my pepper here. I don't know if y'all can still see me here or not. But anyway, so that's part of our autism story. He is somewhat, I would call him somewhat verbal. He can tell you kind of what he wants. Sometimes, and sometimes he can't. Sometimes he just cannot get the words out. If we were ever in an accident, he could probably not say, my neck hurts, my back hurts, my head hurts. He couldn't do that. But he would sure find out what that EMT or fire department or whoever it was, he'd sure know what their name was. That's for dang sure. So he went all the way through school. He had some good teachers. All of his teachers were good teachers, I would say. He had some that were better than others. Some that I think, I don't know that they were better teachers, but that he connected with better than others. He's had therapies his whole life, speech, OT, both from the time he was diagnosed. And he was diagnosed at age 3. Some kids are diagnosed earlier, some later. But he was diagnosed literally right on his 3rd birthday, almost. Just within a month, I'd say, of his 3rd birthday. And some kids are runners. He was a runner. Believe you me, he was a runner. He was also, and still is, a biter. If he gets very, very angry and agitated, he will bite. I have been the recipient of said bites on numerous occasions. But one thing I want to caution parents about is don't take for granted that the doctors know what they're talking about. Because they don't always know. They put him on medications that made him violent at one time. And we were the recipients of the violence in our household. Our family was. We had to move our daughter, which is 4 years younger than he is, out of our home for a time. We let her live with grandparents that live close by just because we didn't feel she was safe. And that's really tough on a mama's heart to have to give up her baby. to live somewhere else because she doesn't feel she's safe at home. But you do what you got to do to protect your kiddos, right? And here comes my big kiddo back in the house. But we'll go more into depth on what we have done with him and for him. I told you all, I think at one point, my celery looks kind of sad here, doesn't it? At one point, we sent him away for about 7 months to an inpatient facility because they had gotten him on some medication that just made him completely and totally crazy. That's no other way to put it. He was just crazy. Look how my little chopper just chopped up those peppers. Just perfect for my salad. And what I don't put in this salad right here, I'm going to grab me a baggie and I'm going to put in freezer. All those Easter. Ha. So I'll start me another one. Got to get that little thing out. So, you know, like I said, it pulls at a mama's heartstrings to know that she's got to send her baby somewhere else to live. So, like I said, there was a time that we had to do that. And that's what you do. You do what's best for your kids. So, that's what we did. Let me rinse off these tomatoes. I love these tomatoes. They have the best flavor, you all. Get them at Sam's. I think these are about frozen. This refrigerator freezes everything. And I've got it set on its highest setting. And I just get so aggravated because it does that. But you do what you got to do, right? Okay, here's my tomatoes to go on my salad. Right like that. And I'm going to chop up this green pepper. So anyway, back to my story. I'll pick up and let you all know more about in the next one, more about what we did when we sent him away. And but mamas, make doctors listen to you. You know your kid better than anybody else in the world knows them. And you make them listen to you. If you have to jump up and down and scream and holler, you make them listen because you know your kid better than anybody else on the face of the earth. That's one of the things that I learned to do was find my mama voice. And this mama could have a mama bear voice, let me tell you. It didn't take a lot to get my mama bear voice up and riled when it come to him, and it still don't. If I think he's not getting what he needs, or I think he's being mistreated somehow, you better believe that I will fight tooth and nail for that young man because he can't do it. He can't do it for himself, and he doesn't know he needs to. You know, that's part of the problem. So, I think that's all I've got to go in my salad. I don't have any cucumbers or anything else. Boo, boo. But anyway, I'll pick up later and tell you a little bit more about what happened and why we sent him away. And why we had to put him in a facility. We didn't send him away per se. We put him in a facility several hundred miles away, made trips at least every 10 days to 2 weeks, back and forth and back and forth. So I'll tell you about that journey in the next April autism episode, okay? And so I'm gonna leave y'all for now. Finish up my salad, get my table set, check on my rice over here. Oh, and I did put 3 tablespoons of butter and a sprinkling, dash, whatever you want to call it, of salt in that rice, okay? So we'll put it all together here in just a few minutes. Okay, y'all, our chicken's done and our rice is done. Take the lid off this and see if y'all can see in it. I think maybe you can. Turn y'all down there a little bit. Y'all see that? that bacon on top. See how it's bubbling around the edges? Set y'all back up now. I can reach you. And over here's our rice. I'm going to get a spoonful of it. Ow, that's hot. That's hot. I should have known better, shouldn't I? All right. Now then. Now then, here's our plate of rice. Y'all see how pretty that is? It's just a pretty plate of rice. And I'm going to go down in here. And I did, like I said earlier this morning, these are 2 chicken breasts that I just butterflied, and they were frozen stiff. And I'm going to scoop into that, right like that. Put that chicken on there. Get a piece of that beef and some bacon. Lots of gravy. Doesn't that look delicious? Absolutely delicious. Here's our salad. We'll put that in our bowls. I did put some bacon bits on top of that. I'll show y'all what I do. I cheat with my bacon bits, y'all. I buy these at Sam's, and I keep them in the freezer. And when I want to use them, I put a few of them in a little bowl. I stick them in the microwave for 1 minute. I don't know what your wattage of your microwave is, but for mine, 1 minute, and they come out like fresh cooked bacon. So, plus it pulls a little bit more of that fat out of them. So, let me get us a fork and we'll taste this. It's hot, y'all. It's hot. It's hot. All right, let's give it a taste. You want to? Here it comes. He's about ready to eat this plate. I got to blow on it because it's hot. You know, you blow your food for your kids when they're little. He used to blow on his food all the time. Now, if it's hot, I'll say blow on it, and he'll blow it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Delicious supper. In the crock pot. Y'all know how long it took me to throw all that stuff in there. Less than 5 minutes. The original recipe said to roll it up and roll a piece of bacon around it. I don't do that. I just throw it all in there, let it cook, and we're good. Now, I serve mine over rice. You can serve it with mashed potatoes. You can serve it plain. We like it over rice. So that's what we're going to have for supper is this right here and this salad. And y'all remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell. Let me know if y'all ever made this. If you have, if you put it in a crock pot. If not, let me know you make it, how you make it. If you change it up a little bit, add something different, take something out, whatever. Let me know. I may want to try your recipe. Who knows? I might like yours better than mine. It might be better. Who knows? So anyway, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, comment. And that's going to be all for this one. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.